Touchdown Friday Night is sponsored by these local businesses.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Touchdown Friday Night, one of the largest high school football shows in Tennessee and Virginia. We are back. I'm Kenny Hawkins along with my tag team partner, Nick Dugan. And check this out. We are knocking on the door of our 30th year. One more year, 30 years. Tonight, on our opening night, we have 13 games on tap from Dumpling Valley to Bristol. But before we get this party started, here is Nick with the Pisgah Roofing Top Tackle of the Night.
Top Tackle of the Night is brought to you by Meade Tractor.
Kenny, our top tackle of the night. Got to show some love to the special teams. DB and Farragut tried punting it away into their own territory. Ethan Farhart catches it, had some good returns on the night, but not this one. Peyton Franklin and Devin Murdoch lowering the boom on Farhat. Take another look. Hey, when two guys with neck pads are coming your way, look out. Franklin and Murdoch, they are your top tacklers of the night. Kenny?
Courtesy of Pisgah. Thanks, Nick. We start our 2024 high school football coverage with the 100th meeting between Science Hill and Elizabethton. The Toppers have owned this rivalry by leading the all-time numbers 56, 38, and 5. Although Elizabethton has had the upper hand lately, winning 5 of the last 6 football games. Would they win tonight, Hilltoppers would strike first. You know, sometimes it's just necessary. Toppers at the 1-yard line. Baylor necessary. I thought this guy was a linebacker.
No, not anymore.
He goes over the right side and he is gone. 99 yards to put the first points on the board. Toppers on top. It was 7-0. Cyclones looking to answer. Rhett Slagle. This guy's been around. He's a veteran. But he's picked off by Zane Huff. Toppers still up in this contest. Later on, sometimes it's just necessary. Toppers punch it in. The Wildcat formation. Toppers go up 14-0 in the second quarter. Cyclones would finally get the wake-up call. Long. Betsy is on the goal line, and Justice Walling kicks left, dives into the end zone. Betsy on the board to close out the first half. Fast forward to the second half, and it's all. Where have we seen this guy before? Aiden Perry. I think he was in gray. Rolls through several defenders on his way to the end zone to put this one away. Toppers win tonight, 35-7.
I love our kids. We got great human beings, but we just got to be more disciplined. And with more discipline, I think we're going to win a lot of football games.
It's great. That offensive line did good. Like I told a couple of other guys, I mean, that offensive line was amazing tonight. We really couldn't have done anything tonight without those guys.
But just staying calm and doing everything like that just really helped us. We stayed calm through all these, through adversity, and the line and everybody. Defense played fantastic. Everybody just kept getting open. It was great just to be a quarterback tonight.
I like the guy with the fat head behind him. Science Hill wins big tonight over Elizabethton by the final of 35-14. It was Cherokee beating Cocke County 35-28. How about David Crockett student section taking on South Green, going bananas as the Pioneers played host to the Rebels. Rebels strike first. Nash Raider on a perfectly executed draw play into the end zone, just like that. 7-0 in the first. Fans and the brand new bleachers quiet on the Crockett side. Not for long. A.J. Wynn, the sophomore quarterback, gets the ball into field goal range with a nice run before he's pushed out of bounds. Senior kicker Dawson Callahan boots home the first points of the season for the Pioneers. They still trailed 7-3. Crockett's first touchdown comes from Zeke Sloan. The second quarter, right up the middle. Crockett still trailed 13-10 in the game. Tied at halftime. Pioneers score the only points of the second half, and they would come back to win over South Green tonight by the final 20-13. It was Irwin, North Carolina, all over Daniel Boone. That final 56-0. West Green Buffaloes met the North Green Huskies at the Doghouse tonight. Before the camera could even heat up, the Huskies were off to the races. A pass to Jake Duffy in the end zone, extending their lead to 14-0. The Buffs have the defense. Duffy will get tossed. The ball ends up dropping it. That fumble will be recovered by Dylan Teston. Second quarter, Austin Franklin will try and toss this one long into the end zone, but the Huskies' Thomas Darnell will intercept it, and then later Franklin will run around North Green's defense and gets him on the board with a touchdown. It's 16-6. West Green comes back later and wins that final 32-16, and it was also Hampton on the road tonight taking on Pigeon Forge. That final 20-14. Nick?
Thanks, Kenny. Tennessee High Vikings, they got off to a tough start last season, 1-3 before winning 6 consecutive games. This year, they hope to avoid that same kind of start, but would it mean winning their opening game tonight against perennial power Greenville on the road this season? By the time we arrived, it was Greenville 33-0 on top in the start of the second quarter. Tennessee High will keep fighting. Jack Richardson finds the opening in the Devils' defense. He slides into the end zone around the edge for a touchdown. That gets the visitors on the board. It's 33-6. Now it's the Devils' turn once more. Caden Ball gonna look for an opening before saying, that's fine, I'll just take it myself. Right into your living rooms down the near sideline. Look out, he's going all the way to the house. That lead is increased now 39-7. And then back from halftime, cluster of Vikings and Devils. The ball's gonna slip out of Trent Dowdell's fingers as C.J. Reyes books it to the end zone. That's going the other way. Look at him go. Beating him down the sideline again. It's 46-7 in the fourth. The Devils' Kane Rickers is going to seal the deal. Fight on through here for another touchdown. Greenville goes on to the championship belt. It's a little early for championships, but you never know what comes down the road. 54-7. You're fine.
Tennessee High is a really good football team. They're a physical football team. They returned 3 out of 5 starters on the offensive line from last year. It's a big, strong, physical back. So it was a good challenge for us, but we're going to enjoy it this weekend and get back to work on Monday.
We played great as a team. Line blocking, defense had some good stops, and Carson in the backfield just made it happen. It was a great night and great win.
And, obviously came out strong. Defense played really well, got us the ball back. We were really explosive in the first quarter, so we can kind of carry that over into the second and third quarter, so that'll really make us a great team.
So again, 54-7, your final down in Burley Stadium. Well, meanwhile, Knox Catholic takes out Lakeway Christian 50-13. A perfect night at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. DB playing host to Farragut. First-year head coach Jeff Courtney taking over for his dad. We're tied at 14 in the third. Corbin Hobson hits Robbie Jacobs on the crossing route, and that's going to put the Admirals into Tribe territory, but they would settle for a field goal. Ryan McHugh, he's got a leg on him, Kenny. How about from 41? Wow. You bet, with room to spare, he'd hit another from 40. The visitors take a 20-14 lead into the fourth, but the Tribe is driving. Austin Sykes all day to throw, finds Dylan Murray. Nice. He's going to come down with it for a first down. Now into the red zone. DB running the RPO. It works to perfection. The dump off to the flat. Peyton Franklin. Oh, come on, Kenny, don't do it to me. Crashing into the front pylon for a score. We're all tied at 20. DB finds the end zone one last time under 4 to go as they grab the win. 27-20 is your final. Granger going on to defeat Claiborne tonight, 21-7. All right, well, that's 5 down, 8 more to go as we check in on Unicoi County, Clallan, and Sullivan East, just to name a few. But first, Dobyns Bennett Marching Band, the award-winning band, to help take us to break.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Let's get you out to Irwin, where Unicoi County hosted Northview Academy at Gentry Stadium in the season opener for both teams. Junior quarterback Colby Jones hands it off to tailback Branson Salts. He didn't need any pepper. He's already hot throughout the defense for a big gain, and the Hawaiian-themed student section loved it. Salts later capped off the drive with a 5-yard touchdown run to give Unicoi County the early 14-13 lead. Northview wouldn't go away. Quarterback Mason Phillips keeps it, gets it to the edge, turns on the Jets for a 60-yard touchdown run. The great play from Phillips wasn't enough, however. Unicoi County rolled to a 34-21 win to begin their season 1-0. It was Cosby over Cumberland Gap, 37-7. That sounds like me on my hog right there. The crowd was loud in Roan Mountain for Clallan's home opener versus Happy Valley in Roan Mountain. Happy Valley was a team prepared as they kicked this game off with a 70-yard kick return touchdown from the sophomore. Not in my lane. Lane Parker, who gets it to the end zone. Next Happy Valley drive, Clallan's Landon Barnett comes up with a huge pass breakup. But Happy Valley quarterback Aiden Paul answers that with a rushing touchdown of his own. It's 13-0 when it gets back into the red zone. Paul puts it in for his second rushing touchdown of the game. That score would be the decider. Happy Valley would go on to win tonight by the final of 19-0. Tellico over Eagleton Academy 22-14. Nick?
Johnson County Longhorns in town to take on the Sullivan East Patriots. First play of the year for the Longhorns. They hand it to Juan Mejia. Had quite the year last year.
Ooh.
To the outside. Juan Mejia.
I
remember the name.
That's
60
right.
yards to the house. 6-zip to start this ball game off. In the second quarter, the Longhorns in scoring position. Guess who? Mejia, untouched into the end zone. That gives them the hat trick in the first half. It's 25-0 lead for Johnson County. Later in the second, again, the Longhorns in the red zone. This time, Colton Grindstaff does the honors through the defense into the painted area. The Longhorns scored on their first 5 drives of the game. So they go on the road and win big tonight, 53-7. Lynn Camp, Kentucky, taking out Jellicoe by the final 20-14. Sticking in Sullivan County, Volunteer making the trip down to the Ridge. The Wolves QB Trey Frazier back after missing the second half of the 2023 season. The visitors' defense, though, they came out with their hair on fire. Owen Fleener, in particular, flying into the backfield for a TFL.
Had a little flex, too.
He did. He was flexing on him, got the sleeves and everything. But then Frazier gets him into a rhythm. Quick out to Dylan Bannon, makes a guy miss, rumbling into the red zone. Just a few plays later, you know it's all about the RPO now,
right.
Kenny. Frazier floats to big Trent Tatum. Tight end opens the scoring, 7-0. Then the first play of the second quarter, Frazier from the 1, and he's going to push in right behind the line, 13-0 after the missed 2-point conversion. But the Wolves would roll tonight as they go on to win by the final of 47-6. Sevier County all over Knox Carter tonight, 49-13. Hey, that's 10 down, 4 more to go. We check in on Cloudland, Sullivan. We check in on a couple of other teams, including Providence Academy, as we have the Crockett Cheerleaders help take us to break.
The Chunky Doe Black Knights facing on against Unaka. Let me tell you something. This game went on all night. Second half penalties back up the Black Knights to the 5, and the Rangers get to the quarterback, force a safety after getting the ball back. Rangers quarterback Brennan Repass finds Connor McKinney in the middle of the field. One man to beat, and he's off to the races. He ends up in the end zone. Unaka still down 45-30. After that big play now, the Black Knights with a chance to respond. The ball is handed off to Hayden Roper, who takes contact in the backfield, breaks though, and uses his speed to beat everybody. Over 50 yards on the run. Unaka could not stop the running back tonight. Chunky Doe went on and look at his score. They scored over 100 points. This is why it was the last game played tonight. That final 71-46, and it was Gatlinburg Pittman over Seymour 48-15. This next game hurts my heart. Oak Ridge in town to take on Jefferson County. We know they're tough. Skylar Thomas down the sideline. He's going to get in for 6 points. Wildcats, where's your defense? He had a huge night in this one. Here's another Thomas touchdown. He's going to score again. Of course, you know, Oak Ridge will be playing Science Hill. They play like this, toppers will win. As we go to the scoreboard, all Jeff County, they hang on to beat Oak Ridge tonight, 34-31. Nick?
Got to get Kenny in there for a little pep talk.
That's right.
Mo West down 6 in the second quarter, into the hands here. They're playing Mo East, of course. This is a big one down there in Morristown. We're going here. Richards finding his way through 5 yards of the defense into the end zone, rolling in. The Trojans take a 7-6 lead. The Hurricanes, though, it would score on the response. Now they're driving again. Limited time, though. It's Caleb Billing launching 50 yards downfield to Jason West, rolling and into scoring position just before the half, and they would do that. The same combo here, Billings to West, this time just 5 yards away. Go up and get it, young man. Hurricanes enter the half up 19-7. First drive out of the break, Trojans weren't playing around. TJ Whitehall taking it himself. Keeps it 23 yards to the house. The Trojans are back in this ball game, down 5. Later in the third, though, Billings popping it over the middle to Eli Davis. Davis have a little tip drill to himself, and then shrugs off the defender. Get off me, into the end zone. And that is going to secure it. Mo East 26-14. If that didn't secure it, though, this would. That's going to be an interception. That would really do it, as East goes on to win this one tonight by a final score of 26-14. One more for you here over at ETSU. Providence hosting Bethel Christian. A rough start in the first half. Knights down 20-0. Providence head coach, former NFL center Daniel Kilgore, making sure his team not losing focus here. And the Knights, they would get the ball first to start the second half, but then pep talk seemed to work as they would make a big stop here. Another fumble recovery coming here for Providence. I mean, the defense was all over the place, but the visitors just a little bit too much on offense in this one here, as they're going to go on to win this one 70-0. That is your final.
Well, they had some mercy in the
at
church
ETSU. They played 11 on 11 tonight, too. That was a tough one, but hard fought by Providence Academy. All right, that's going to do it for high school football coverage tonight. But if there's a highlight or a game you miss, log on to our website, WJHL.com, shortly after the show. When we come back, Kenny wraps up the day in sports. Stay with us.